assumption that Columbus was the first guy to work out that the Earth was round, which is totally wrong. We've known that for a long time. And in fact, even before Rome became an empire, some guy in Greece came up with a pretty good estimate of how big the Earth actually is. Now, how would you go about working something like that out? Well, there's a couple of tools that might help you, like a compass or an accurate clock, but it turns out all you really need in order to determine the size of the Earth is a stick and a ruler. Here's what you do. You put your ruler in the ground, then wait until noon and measure the shadow, the length of the shadow that's being cast on the... You know what? This isn't going to work in the UK. Go somewhere sunny first. Once you've arrived somewhere sunny, then put your stick in the ground, wait until noon, and measure the length of the shadow that's being cast on the ground. Now, how do you know when it's noon? Well, this is where the compass would come in handy, or the clock for that matter. But what you can do is just wait until the shadow is at its shortest, and then measure it. Right, the next step is to get your things and travel north and do it again. Now, if you want an accurate measurement, you're going to have to travel north for quite a bit. So you can get a horse as well. You can have a stick, a ruler, and a horse. Right, so get on your horse, travel north for a bit, realize you've forgotten your stick and your ruler, travel back south again, get your stuff, then travel north for a couple of days, settle down and do the exact same thing. Put your stick in the ground, wait until noon, and measure the length of the shadow. This time the shadow should be slightly longer because the further up north you go, the lower the sun is in the sky. But the point is you now have two numbers, and using some basic maths you can therefore work out how much the Earth has curved in the time that you've travelled from point A to point B. So if on top of that you know the distance between your 2 points, well then you can extrapolate and determine, well, how long would it take for the Earth to curve all the way back round on itself, and bam, you got the size of the Earth. The basic maths I'm talking about here is called trigonometry, which is basically the study of triangles.